Good morning, fourth graders. This is Mrs. Post. I am here to teach you how to get Google Meets onto your iPad if you don't have it already. Google Meets is a video conferencing app that allows us to see each other and talk with one another in live time. One thing you should know about Google Meets is the only time that you are allowed to use it is when a teacher invites you to a Google Meets meeting. So when this happens, your teacher will post it on Seesaw, and with that invitation, you will get a passcode. That passcode is so that our video conference is secure and it's just our class that can join. So once you put in the passcode, you will be able to join the meeting. So first we have to make sure we have Google Meets on our iPad. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to self-service, which is this right here. I'm just using my own iPad to show you. So we're going to go to self-service. And then I already have this up, but you're in the search bar. You're going to actually want to type in Hangouts, which is a little confusing. So Hangouts, H-A-N-G-O-U-T. And right there, you can see two different apps have popped up. We want the one with the green talking bubble with the video camera in the middle. It says Hangouts Meet by Google. So we're going to click on Install. And once you click on Install, it's going to ask you for some permissions. So it will ask you, or maybe that doesn't happen until you actually click into the app. So let me click out of this. It's installing. And when I go here, I can see in the corner that it's installing and it's done. So I'm going to click on it. And here's where it's going to ask you for those permissions. So first it says, welcome to Google Meet. We're going to continue. First, it's asking if it will allow Google Meet to use the camera. And since this is a video app, yes, we want it to use the camera, so we'll push OK. Now it's asking if we are giving permission for the microphone to work. And yes, we want to be able to hear each other. So again, we're going to click on OK. And then it's going to ask you to sign in. Now, some of you will be lucky enough that when you push sign in, your name and your login is already going to pop up. So for me, for example, that's me, Jennifer Post. When I click on that, it's going to automatically log me in. Now, if it doesn't automatically log you in, what you're going to need to remember to do, I'm going to log myself in here. For those of you who that doesn't work for, though, you need to remember your Google login. So your username is your 6-digit lunch code at shakopeeschools.org. If for some reason you don't know your 6-digit lunch code, if your parents have access to, Infinite Campus. If your parents have access to their parent account in Infinite Campus, they can look up your 6-digit lunch code. And if not, message your teacher in Seesaw and they will be able to help you. Then your password, remember, is the first letter of your first name, a capital letter. Then the first letter of your last name, a lowercase letter, and then it's your 6-digit birthday. So for example, let's say my lunch code was 453652. That's the first part of my email or my username at shakopeeschools.org. Don't forget the S. Make sure you spell that all correctly. Then my username, my first name is Jenny, so that first letter of my first name is a J, and so I use a capital J. My last name is Post, so P is the first letter of my last name, and that's a lowercase p. And then my birthday is February, and so since February is the second month, I need it to be a 2-digit. So I have to put a 0 in front of it. So 02 shows February. My birth date is 17, and then I was born in the year 81. So that's my passcode. Again, if you need help with your Google login, please let your teacher know and they will be able to help you. So once you enter in your login, you will see this screen when you go into Google Meets. This button right here, meeting code, is what you will want to push. My daughter has done this and hers has looked a little different. It says enter meeting code. So either way, you want to find a button that says meeting code or enter meeting code, and you will click on that. And then it will take you to this screen to enter the code or the nickname. And again, your teacher will be telling you the code or the nickname in her Seesaw post. You'll enter that in and you'll say join meeting. And when you get there, you will be able to see your teacher and your classmates. I hope that works. Again, if you have any questions, please contact your teacher. Bye.